hid with Christ in God, I am in the heart of Gautama Buddha, ensconced in the lotus flame of his desiring to be with thee tonight, my beloved. I am one in Buddha, and we with thine own heart, buoyant in the violet flame, as though you had prepared a violet flame nest, carefully woven of flames of crystal of light. Thus, within, the I, the thou, the Buddha, and I. Blessed sons and daughters of God, I speak then from a new plane of my causal body, for you have not known me in this heart of hearts of the 5 secret rays. I establish, therefore, the filigree thread of light with thy heart, through the Buddhic heart and mind, to the very heart of cosmos. Thus, beloved, we shall overcome all things according to the cosmic cycles, and even then we shall accelerate the release of light of cosmic cycles. Let the days of injustice be shortened for the elect of God, who have elected to do his will. So, my beloved, the shortening of the days must come by the violet flame with cosmos' secret rays, and all Buddhist mantras are also in the secret rays. There are secret rays in the heart of every chakra, secret rays, therefore, as the nucleus in the heart of the white fire, and the white fire rod in the center of every ray. What magnanimity is released, what piercing light from the heart of the flame of God. You know me in this hour, now in the mighty emerald sphere, and it is so. But I release now from these 7 rays the unique quality of the ray when it is multiplied by the 5 secret rays, and not always in the same manner. Calculate then how many combinations of 5 numbers there can be, and then these multiplied by the infinite combinations of numerical order of each of the 7 rays of God. And you will see how the symphony of words and sound and music and vibration may proceed therefrom, touching everything in every octave of the matter cosmos. Therefore, touching those things that have been brought to the threshold of your being through this particular lawsuit, realize, beloved, that the mother is surrounded by rings of fire and the inundation of waves of light and waves of the cosmic sea. And the tides of the sea bring to the circumference of the aura of the Mother, the light of the great central sun, as well as the momentums in the matter cosmos. Thus, trust all things, believe all things, hope all things, have faith in all things. But center thyself in this love of the heart of Buddha. Secret rays, beloved, 5 secret rays in the heart of the ruby ray, and in the heart thereof the Buddha of the ruby ray. I bring thought your own. In the interior light, preparing visualization and the inner sense of the going to the heart of nirvana. So understand, beloved, thou must also go within to bring forth the light, to greet the inundations of the wave of the central sun that must bear also with it burdens of karma, of galaxies and dark cycles. Greet the wave then, with the wave coming forth from the center of thy heart, circular, circles of light, waves of the sea that come from the inner sea of the cosmic rays, now go forth in the rhythm of the heartbeat of Gautama, as that heartbeat now does release the ocean of light from the point of bliss in the center of the one where thou art. Now see how the perfect circular waves go forth, and they greet the wave oncoming from without. In the meeting of these waves, beloved, there is a leaping of the foam of light and cosmic energy, and in the leaping thereof, the light of thy heart, that is the light of Gautama, does bear a rod, a cone, a sacred fire of transmutation, violet flame, and the violet flame then, pierced by cosmos' secret rays, does release also its secret powers. For the secret powers of every ray lie in the secret rays themselves, these 5. Therefore understand the jeweled light, understand the power behind the ray. Thou canst not enter this point of light or release it without certain attainment, beloved. But thou shalt have from this night on recourse to me as thy advocate and ever-present Guru, who does stand before the Lord of the world, Gautama Buddha. Therefore, by my call to him, made in thy name as thou dost call to me and to the Lord of the world, that Lord of the world shall release through my heart, whether through your own heart and chakras, or bypassing them to the very cause and core behind this lawsuit and all other darkness that may ever assail thee, or this activity of the great white brotherhood or of the dark ones. Beloved ones, understand that when thou art centered in the heart of Buddha, this light may pass through thee, but in its absence, in the absence of equanimity, fail not to make the call, for I shall place my electronic presence with all of my chakras focused where thou art, or in the positioning of the point of darkness itself, to release this light of the secret rays from the heart of Gautama Buddha. Thus the incoming light of the central sun will also help thee, as it does bear to thee obligation, dharma, responsibility, not necessarily thine own karma, beloved, but Maitreya. Maitreya does say in this hour, O initiates of the mystery school, greet every proud wave of the fallen ones with a clap of the hand, a joyous shout, and the release of the ring of light from the heart. Then, beloved, know that thou dost fulfill in us, and we do fulfill in thee. This release from the heart of Gautama, Lord of the world, for transmutation, resolution, God harmony everywhere, and violet flame dispensations from the causal bodies of many Buddhas who have stepped forth from nirvana in this hour to keep the vigil for thy victory. They release one and all the violet flame, and the great central sun magnet of the violet flame, multiplied by their attainment of the Buddhic light in the 5 secret rays. Thus accept the spirals, accept the shortening of the days of injustice for the elect. Accept it, O beloved, become it, internalize this word of light that I bring to you. Yes, I am Lanello, and do you know, my beloved ones, I speak to you from the heart of the potential Buddha thou art, from the heart of the potential Divine Mother thou art. This potential is the sphere of light surrounding thy mighty I Am presence. Thus know that thou canst cross the abyss, thou canst be victorious over the astral plane and all that is in it. Beloved, it is not alone for the proving of thy soul by Maitreya, but because you have volunteered. So, beloved, these dark ones are given to thee for the plucking, for the harvest with the angels. Let each one know that a victory a day will surely scare the dark ones away. But it will add to thy crown another emerald, diamond, sapphire, ruby gem. We seek thy attainment, and where is attainment so sought after than midst the bhikkhus who gather here, who come as devotees, your very selves I address, and say, we must save the Sangha of the Buddha, the community of the Holy Spirit. We must save the Church universal and triumphant for the living. Yes, this is our hour to defeat the fallen ones in their hour and power of darkness. Thus you relish the fight, the work, the word, and quaff the cup of victory. Blessed ones, your heart must determine the day of victory. Your heart can know the shortening of the days, but it must enter more intense spirals of the violet flame. Now I will tell you, beloved, a secret of secrets, and it is so. The violet flame has the quality of permeation and penetration of all substance, of all rays, even to the heart of the secret rays of all of the 7 rays. Now hear this. The violet flame is the means. It is the carrier, the means of conveyance of thy soul into the rings of the secret rays. Now you will understand why masters have implored you and directed you to give more violet fire. You will understand why Godfrey and Lotus so stress the violet flame, why the retreat of Lord Zadkiel of the violet flame is the retreat of priests of the order of Melchizedek. It is because, beloved, the very special work in the Aquarian age of your souls, perfecting and balancing the 7th ray ritual in all of the 7 rays, can only be accomplished as you are so surrounded in spirals of violet flame that you pass through literally the walls separating each of the secret rays, almost as if you pass through the walls of a building or a planet or any matter substance. And beyond matter cosmos, the congruency of the spirit cosmos, the violet flame is the means of conveyance from one heaven to the next, one octave to the next, not only of conveyance, but the very conveyance itself of initiation. Initiation by Maitreya. Thus, beloved, you have erected a fortress of light by your many calls. Keep it saturated with violet flame and yourselves as well, and you shall see what wonders and miracles and alchemy of the Spirit will come to you, enhancing your ability also to receive the gifts of the Holy Spirit, the 3 times 3, one by one. Now I take this heart, which I held in my hand when I was in physical embodiment in the taking of the dictations, and I hold this heart as a focus of all dictations that I ever took, from the hour when I received it, and it became the lodestone of the altar. Imagine the molecules of this heart, a mere heart of stone containing, recorded in the nucleus thereof, these words that have passed through me. Then think to yourself and say, I have a heart of flesh, and I have a heart of gold, of spirit. Cannot my heart also record on spindles of light in the nucleus of every atom, of every molecule, even the words of the Almighty One through the beings of light now past to the Blessed Mother and our messenger? And it is of a truth thine own right. Thus visualize the white heart as the receptacle and receptor, the receiving station, and survive in all octaves by that living word sealed within. My beloved, I have brought to you a very special light and a very special message. These things are of the holiness of God and mysteries beyond mysteries. Lie awaiting thy meditation upon these words. I have given to you a thread of contact with the heart of Gautama in the secret rays. I have given you keys of teaching. This is because you have given your hearts in such intensity of service, decrees, and song. Faithfulness to us, faithfulness in the light, beloved. For this, we are most grateful, and we express our gratitude in this way. You have taken the key of the science of the spoken word, and now earn the right to open the door. To fulfill that which is beyond the door, you must now move on in this marathon of light, claiming the earth as God's kingdom, as the domain of freedom, justice, light, peace, truth, and love. Oh, the principle of the mind of God, oh, the wonders of his love. Let the ruby ray and the ruby ray angels and the Buddha of the ruby ray dissolve now. All darkness pitted against the Church universal and triumphant. Let this be your fiat and mantra, as I have just said it, beloved. So hold up the right hand, and in holding it up with this fiat, visualize the white heart as you do say it. For, beloved, it is the perpetual call of the hour and the victory of the five-pointed star that you are about. We are interested in you learning the ritual of victory, defeating the forces of fallen ones who have plotted, I tell you, more than 1,000,000 years for this hour, when they think they shall have the victory. And we shall see what keepers of the flame will make of their challenge, of their denial of the light of the great white brotherhood. Beloved ones, the ball is in your court for the victory in this hour. Make the most of it, for the world awaits. You are stepping forth from the secret chambers of the heart to the housetops, to the mountains, through the systems of communication with the word for which they have been waiting. I say, therefore, let the entire momentum of anti-God, anti-religion, anti-the culture of the Mother on earth go down before the legions of light encamped on the horizons of the world. Thus legions of Uriel march with the dawn. Legions of Michael, Gabriel, Jophiel, Chamuel. legions of Raphael, Zadkiel, Uziel, all march in the earth for the binding of the fallen ones who have denied God, in the little children, in the sons and daughters, in the Holy Church. Therefore, we affirm from the heart of hearts of Gautama Buddha and confirm the fall of tyrants and all enemies of the light. Stand fast, beloved, and see the salvation of your God. Let all study this my message and apply it immediately, for the light awaits the proper channels, and when the proper channels are established, the light will have her perfect work. In thee, in this hall, in this university, in this church, universal and triumphant forevermore. I seal you in the light of Archangel Michael and mighty victory, and I say to you one and all in their names, charge, 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 and let victory be proclaimed. The mantle of the 13th cycle awaits the qualified Chela. I am at your side, ready to bestow it at the moment of the Lord of the world summoning of thee to this initiation. In the love of Mother Mary, whom I praise for assisting me through all of the dark hours of my karma and my path on earth, I commend you to her tender care, for she is as close to you physically as I am, somewhat removed, keeping the flame in the heart of Gautama Buddha, in the secret rays where I am hid with Christ in God. So then shall you be. Come to me, beloved, through the heart of your own beloved Mother Mary and mine.